Mi family, Audi buddy. Welcome to another vlog. Today we're talking a bit more about music stuff. I hardly talk about music stuff, so let's go. So, I'm actually a music producer. In fact, I'm a singer-songwriter first before I even got into like TV production. With my experience, sometimes I'm on the road a lot and I have to reach that quota. I have clients that have jobs that I have to finish. Even when I'm on holiday, stuff comes up. I need to do some sound design, need to compose something. And traveling with this guy that is over there, which I've done before, is just hell. Not because it's even heavy, it's just because it's actually quite long. So the solution is this guy, the AKAI Professional LPK25. I picked this guy up because it was small and functional, and it's about 13 inches, so it's like the size of my laptop. Imagine my teeth were like keyboards. Okay, cracking on, let's look at the functionality of this guy. First of all, it is not a keyboard that has sounds in it. It's basically a MIDI controller. What that means is it transmits MIDI signal or information from here connected to your computer into your DAW, digital audio workstation. So like your softwares like Cubase or Reason or Logic, which is really for me what I need. I mean, I would get a grand piano at some point, but for what I do, computer music, sound design, and I'm on the go, this guy is all I need. And because of the space, I can use this anywhere. When I was traveling to New York, I used it. I had to finish some work and boom, I just put down my food tray and I was there doing my thing. Voila, no problems. Let's just look at some of the functions that it has. Basically an Ajaita, which is basically a control signal thing that would help you to take a straight signal. So if you like hold a chord, the Ajaita on, if you press it, would create different algorithms of sound. So instead of just bang, it would do yeah, that's what Ajaita does. It has a basic sustain. Obviously in a real piano situation or in other cases where you have a sustain connector, you can actually get a sustain pedal. But because it doesn't have any of those functions, they gave you kind of a makeshift sustain button. So while you're pressing a chord, if you want it to hold, you can press it and it will hold the chord while you go to the other one. So yeah, you're not gonna do all that maestro kind of stuff with it, which I hardly ever need to do. But for simple MIDI sequencing, it works. It will give you some sustain where you need it, saving you having to go into the software to stretching out your notes to get the sustain. It also has the good old octave shift. Obviously, because it's just 2 octaves, you kind of need that, because sometimes if you're even sampling, you're going to need to have the sample running through maybe 6 octaves. So you need to press the octave button to shift to another 2 octaves and another 2 so that you can access those samples in those other octaves, which technically would be invisible. They would be like there virtually, but if you shift it, then those octaves move to this. You shift it again, it moves to this. A couple of pet peeves or things I don't like. The keys are very springy. Now when you press like a piano, it has weighted keys. Now it would be too much to ask to give these weighted keys. That guy over there doesn't have weighted keys, but then the feel is slightly softer. So when you hit it, it's sensitive, it's also velocity sensitive, and it feels different. This one feels like a toy. It has that springy thing. That's actually the only thing I would say I don't like so much, but then you get over it. As I say, it's not a deal breaker for me. It still does what it needs to do. It uses USB 2, which is this old type of square USB. So you just plug that in and it goes into the USB of your computer. What's great about it as well is that it's a plug and play, so you don't have to like load any softwares. As soon as you put it, your computer will recognize it and you're good to go, and it'll work with any software basically. So that's it, the AKAI Professional LKP25. 25 meaning it has 25 keys. I could be wrong, let's check. Yes, 25 keys. Yep, definitely recommend it. It's functional. If you're looking for anything for sampling purposes, even as a DJ, I think this will work really well to trigger your samples, depending on what format you're using and what your style is. But for production, it definitely is a great keyboard.
small, I can literally just chuck it in my backpack, or if I'm using my carry-on traveling, I can just drop it in my carry-on. It's there, it's accessible, or even in my little man bag thing. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for hanging with me. It's always a pleasure having you guys. Links in the description below. And yeah, I'll be doing some sound design pretty soon for my project, and I guess I'll be showing you guys while I'm using this guy in action. So stay tuned, be blessed, peace out.